I'm ready when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready when you're ready.
All right, well, it's recording, so
Oh, is it?
yeah.
Oh. Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dyson Downloads podcast. I am your host, the Midwest Wizard, here with the other host.
The Back Alley Dwarf. Hey, I remember my name this time.
Yay, good job. Proud of you. 10 out of 10.
Oh. All right, then. I see how it is.
That is how
Hey,
it
just
is.
because you're sick and I'm sick doesn't
I
mean you can be nasty
am
about
not
it.
as sick as you. I am over the sick. I was more sick last podcast, and
Man,
now you have
That-
gotten the sick.
that hit like a train.
Dude, it's bad.
Oh,
Really
well.
bad. Theraflu, 100% though. Like I
Is
take that
is
stuff.
choice.
That's what
Choice
does it for
stuff.
me.
That's what gets you through the day.
It gets me through my life.
No, that's
God.
Robitussin. You just stay up.
Jeez. Oh, God.
That's when all the lines kind of start to wave.
Oh, the Robitussin lines.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, well.
All right, Matt. Well, you wanted to talk about the new Magic set that's coming out.
Yes.
So tell us all about it. I know like little to nothing about Magic. I haven't
Okay,
played Magic
so
since like 2013.
the last-
So
5 or 6 sets. What's that? 2,
He's
3,
counting.
4, 5,
there's hand motions and everything.
6. Yeah, I'm counting on my fingers. I'm surprised I can count this high. I'm not gonna lie. No, the last 6 sets of Magic: The Gathering have been this overarching story of all of the good guys getting together and figuring out what's going on, and the big bad guy for all you Avengers Endgame fans out there. Same deal. He's trying
the
to
Thanos of the Magic.
Nicol Bolas is the Thanos of Magic,
Okay.
and the Gatewatch is the Avengers of Magic.
Okay.
The Gatewatch has been fighting Nicol Bolas for the last 6 sets, and it finally came to a close. Everyone went and watched Avengers Endgame last Friday. If you haven't seen it, it's fantastic. I haven't
pretty
seen
good.
it myself. I think Jacob's seen it.
Oh, I've definitely seen it. It's
Okay.
pretty good.
Well,
It's you haven't seen it, but you know it's fantastic.
Oh, I know it's fantastic. Just from the sheer amount of like people are raging so hard over spoilers for that, but that's besides the point. Everyone got to see the end game, the end all be all of the Avengers. Well, all the Magic players got to do it twice last Friday.
They got Endgame, and they also got War of the Spark.
Yep.
Okay.
And then it officially releases tomorrow.
Okay, so it was
And-
like a pre-release or whatever.
It was a
last weekend?
pre-release.
Okay. So
It was-
what's all in the set? What makes it so special?
What's so special about this set is this is the first time that they have printed Planeswalker cards, which is a card type in the game, well, one of the most powerful card types in the game, at rarities other than Mythic, which is above rare.
Okay.
They actually have rare and uncommon Planeswalkers, and you are guaranteed to open a Planeswalker in every single pack for the Spark.
Wow. Okay.
So if
That's pretty cool.
It's kind of like Planeswalkers are like the cool rush cards. Like looks at it like, oh man, that's so cool. Then
Mhm.
there's one in every pack.
And you get one every pack. That's pretty sweet.
It feels really good open packs of War of Spark.
Does it kind of like take away from like the specialness of getting a Planeswalker though?
No, it doesn't, because the power level of all the Planeswalkers that they printed is actually really high,
Really?
no matter what, and it doesn't feel overpowered in a sense, because your uncommon Planeswalkers don't really have super impactful abilities, but they have more of a static ability that's really good, and they have an activated ability that you can use also if you want. You don't really have to.
Okay. So it's still good. It's not just like, oh, here's a Planeswalker when it's like the equivalent to just any other fodder card. It's
No,
like,
no,
it's still a good card.
And all cards in Magic, like, you look at them and someone's like, you look at it like, what is this supposed to be good for?
Mhm.
What is this supposed to be good for, like, constructed? And a lot of times what it comes down to is like, this was actually a limited card. It's meant for drafting, and you get like 2 of them, and they're really good in like a limited format.
Okay. Okay. Very cool. So, like, so the theme is like basically just like the end all. So it's
Yeah,
just got,
end all,
all these,
super, like,
famous
epic
characters
war
coming
and-
together.
Yep.
Very nice. Very nice. Did you get some good polls?
Yes, my couple boxes were very well. I got one of every Planeswalker with the exception of 2 of the mythic rare ones.
Wow.
And they released these Elder God cards There's 5 of them. I got one of each of those.
Nice.
So I got everything I wanted out of the set.
Well, that's good. So you don't need to buy anymore, is what you're saying.
Oh no, I'm going to buy and play way more because it's cardboard crack at its finest.
Yeah. No, I figured. I was like, there's no way that he's gonna stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
So, Magic the Gathering: War of the Spark is in stores now, or is it out tomorrow?
If you're listening to this podcast, it will be in stores. It will be available.
But yeah, by the time this is out,
yeah, it comes out. It comes out tomorrow, Friday.
Yeah. Okay. So it's currently May 2nd, Thursday,
Yep.
May
so
2nd.
May
So
3rd,
it comes
you
out May
can
3rd.
go to your local game store or Walmart or Target or whatever is close to you that has playing cards and purchase War of the Spark.
Support your local game stores.
Do that. That's a good thing.
It definitely
Give them
is.
money so they could stay open so you can go there and play games.
Exactly. Well, very cool. New Magic set. I am so out of the loop with Magic. I downloaded Arena I don't know, 2 months ago or something like that, and I don't think I've opened it once yet.
Oh, Arena's good.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I just haven't gotten around.
And actually, if you haven't done any super, if you haven't actually opened it, you actually have access to some cool promo stuff.
Oh,
because since you haven't excuse me.
The sick is strong.
Yeah, the sick is strong. Sorry. Since you haven't opened the game, there's a bunch of promo stuff that you get for starting up, and you get free decks starting out, and then if you start winning games with those free decks, you get these alternate art promos.
Oh, nice.
To change the art of your cards.
Well, that's sweet.
So that's pretty cool.
Do they have?
I had to go and scour the internet for a code and find it so I could get those promos because I had already beaten the early promotional stuff.
So if I wanted some of these War of the Spark cards, should I wait and open up Arena after it comes out?
No, War of the Spark for Arena is already out. It's been out for a week.
Oh, okay.
It came, War of the Spark for Arena launches on pre-release.
Oh, sweet. Cool. Well, I'm gonna get some of those then.
It feels really cool. The Planeswalker guarantee does not go for Arena packs because you're only getting 8 cards in an Arena pack instead of 15.
Makes sense.
But a lot of the War of Spark it's a very powerful set. There's a lot of good cards.
You're gonna get something good in it regardless.
Probably.
Chances are good. Well, that's very cool. Keeping up with gaming news, we have a couple interesting little tidbits of news that we uncovered for this week.
We dug deep, people. There's not much going on.
There really isn't. We're just trying to find anything that was worth talking about in the news.
You basically
department.
have 3 or 4 things if you want to count the
The
whole
big
Pokemon
thing, the big thing that everyone's talking about is Borderlands 3 with they had their demo event out in California this last week. And there was a gameplay reveal trailer for it. We watched that. That's pretty cool. Looks like there's some really wild guns this time around.
I'm so excited.
And
some of the
it looks
abilities
cool.
just look crazy.
Yeah, there's you're using all these weird psionic powers and whatnot, and it looks like there's different vehicle types in this one, a good variety of them. You're going to be on other planets other than Pandora, which is pretty sweet.
It looks like there's aerial combat almost because they're anti-aircraft guns.
Yeah, they did show a lot of anti-aircraft guns, so I didn't really see what they were shooting at, but maybe you get to fly. That'd be pretty sweet.
That'd be pretty awesome.
It would make sense if you had some sort of ship in this one. And maybe they've even shown something like this. I haven't seen it yet. Like I said, the only thing I watched personally was the gameplay trailer. I kind of want to go in a little bit blind.
I know there's a 3-hour game. They played 3 hours of the game.
Yeah, so
out
you can
there somewhere.
They showed off a good portion of it.
Get people excited.
Yeah. But I'm really looking forward to that. From what we've seen, I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed at this point. From what I've read, you're looking at about 30 hours for the campaign if you just beeline through it.
Just do the main storyline and just beeline through it and just work.
And honestly, that's plenty long in my opinion.
Lot.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of sick of these main stories that go over 40 hours. Like, even
Yeah.
40 hours is kind of long for just like a main. If you're talking an open world game.
Yeah, it gets hard to stay focused enough to like I want to finish the game,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't feel like a chore.
Yeah, just. I don't know. You gotta have a good length, otherwise it feels draggy, in my opinion.
I think the last one that I played it had good pacing. It felt like it was a good amount of time, and it didn't slow down to where it was like I'm done with this. Was Witcher 3.
I was gonna say Witcher 3 did it really, really
It,
well.
it drove me really hard to actually finish the game. I wanted to finish the game.
Same goes for the DLC too. I really wanted to just power
Actually,
through.
I take that back. That wasn't the last one. Red Dead Redemption 2 did that for me.
Oh yeah, Red Dead 2. I
That
powered through that
really
campaign.
was easy to power through and just put hours on and
Mhm.
play until I found out that Arthur died, and I was like, I don't want to play anymore because I don't want my guy to die because he's cool.
Well, spoiler alert: Arthur dies.
Hey, yeah, spoiler
At
alert,
the
Arthur
end.
dies.
It's been out long enough at this point.
Has it?
There's
How long has it been out?
well, that came out like last October, I think.
Yeah, we're at 6 months ish.
That should be fair.
That's plenty of time.
Yeah,
Hey, Arthur dies.
that tuberculosis. will
That
get you.
tuberculosis fun. You get tuberculosis for beating up some dude because he won't give you money.
Yeah. Dang, that game was brutal.
Yeah,
It was so good though. Such a good game. Yeah.
Mrs. Downs?
Oh god. I don't want to go into that. So yeah, Borderlands 2 or Borderlands 3 though should be just as long as Borderlands 2, which I think was also around 30 hours from what I understand. So that's really cool. Apparently it's gonna have microtransactions in it, which is something people are getting like about. I guess it's cosmetic only. I guess we'll see. Like,
it's cosmetic only and in-game currency. You know, the standard things.
the standard thing that developers are putting in basically all games these days.
Because why not make an extra couple $1 million off of your game?
Basically, yeah.
I mean, it's actually I apologize. I do have one more thing to say about Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday was the release of the Magic the Gathering War of the Spark Mythic Edition collector's box.
Oh God, what is
If
that?
you are one of the lucky 12,000 people that actually got one of these things for $250, I commend you, because there was 30,000 other people that purchased them and paid money and had to get a full refund from Wizards because they didn't have the stock to provide it for them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ouch.
The reason these things are so highly sought after is because they come with 8 foil planeswalkers that are full art, special foiling. They are just gorgeous.
Wow.
3 of those cards are $100 cards by themselves before the foiling. Now you foil them and you put the special art on this brand new art, absolutely gorgeous cards. They're about 3. I think the one card's almost $400.
Jeez.
One of the 8 is $400. You're paying $250 for this box. By the way, this box comes with 24 packs of Or the Spark as well.
Wow.
So you're getting a lot of value out of it.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely make your money back depending on what it's worth.
Well, here's what everyone's doing is they're buying it for $1,200 or $200, the 12,000 people that got these. And they immediately turned around on eBay, slapped it on there for $700, and there's sold listings for $700.
Oh, I believe it.
And I was like, come on, people.
That's the way the collection game goes. I mean,
It's just brutal.
supply and demand.
So that was, sorry, I just remembered that, and it's a big sore spot for a lot of people right now because there's a lot of people that thought they got it and they didn't.
Dang,
Because
that
they got
would
like
suck.
order confirmation emails and whatnot, and like your ship date is this day, and
So whose fault was it? Was it Wizards' fault?
no, it's eBay's fault because Hasbro. So what happened is this is the third set that they've done a what do you call it? Not a Masters, but this promotional like Mythic Edition.
Oh, the Mythic Edition. Okay.
Yeah, Mythic Edition. This is the third time they've done this.
Okay.
The first time, the same thing happened. They did it through the Hasbro Play Store. Their whole store crashed, and a bunch of people lost money.
Ouch.
Yeah. So that was kind of like, ooh, this wasn't good. Well, how they made up to people was they refunded the money that was lost, and they sent people these special letters and like, hey, here's a little preview of what's coming up. It was this special promotional product that was coming out in their next set. And they got early access to that, and it was free, and it was like, oh, this is kind of cool.
Hmm. The sick strikes again.
Twice. Sorry. I'm sorry, you're going to be editing so much in this video. This probably will come up for 2 weeks.
Possibly.
Good God.
I know those feels.
Okay. The second time, the whole set flopped.
Okay.
They had 24,000 product. They sold 6.
6,000.
Nobody wanted it. It
Really?
was so bad.
Was it just because of the set, or was it
The
because of
stuff
what
in
they
it
were
wasn't any
offering?
good.
And this one was super good, and they underestimated.
The supply, and it just inflated out of proportion.
Dang, that's rough. That is really rough. I feel bad for those people.
God.
For sure. Well, dang. So disappointing. It's both a wonderful time and a disappointing time to be a Magic the Gathering.
It
fan,
is.
apparently.
And this is run of the mill WotC. If you're a Magic player, this is an everyday.
And that's just the way it goes, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a Pokemon card collector.
Yes, you are, and honestly, you and Evan's collections are just impressive.
Mine is nothing compared to Evan's collection.
Well, he put a lot of time into getting most of the WotC cards.
Yeah, and that's
a
what
lot
that's
of
his
effort
thing.
into
I
them.
just pick up packs here and there and pick up what I like here
Yeah.
and there. But
He was more of a completion. He went more completionist route.
yeah, I think he has completed almost all of the Wizard sets, other than the Neo sets.
The
I think
Neo
are some of
sets.
the ones.
Isn't that what you're primarily collecting?
I kind of primarily collecting Neo Genesis. The Neo
Yeah.
sets are very expensive because
Yeah.
it was when Pokemon was in a decline in popularity at the time.
Oh, okay.
So
Was this like post Johto then? I'm guessing.
it's right around when Johto launched.
Oh, really?
Like the games did really well, and then like immediately after that, with like the cards and everything, like the popularity just kind of dropped off.
It just tanked. Okay.
Yep. We should have Evan on here sometime to talk about Pokemon cards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Or just like card collecting and like what we used to like display our collections and whatnot.
But modern Pokemon kind of sucks.
Oh yeah.
like it's not bad, but it's like it's just too oversaturated.
Yes.
I feel like.
Well,
for what
and they
it
do
is.
that so that their cards don't get over expensive like Magic cards do.
Yeah.
What's the most expensive modern Pokemon card right
Probably the Charizard from Burning Shadows.
Yeah.
Which I think last I saw it was going for like in mint condition like $250 to $300.
now? That's not bad.
Yeah, and that
Well, and
is
that-
like unusual. Like there's not a lot of cards that are like that. Usually
Yeah.
Charizard cards are always, and the reason the Charizard card in this set was so expensive is it's a hyper rare Charizard. So
Okay, so
the
it's
hyper rares are like those rainbow cards.
yeah.
So there was like a 1 in like I can't remember what the odds were. It's a really bad odd of you pulling it.
Okay,
And
so-
Evan and I hunted it for quite
Yeah.
a bit, and we never
It sounds
got
like
it.
Magic's equivalent to masterpieces.
Mhm.
We had these specially seeded like 1 in 8,000 packs has, or like not 1 in 8,000, but like, I clicked to shiny odds automatically. I don't know why. It's like a 1 in, what was it, like 600 packs.
Oh, really?
Has a inserted extra foil, like crazy looking card.
Mm-hmm.
This is those lands that I was collecting,
Yeah.
like that kind of like super rare kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, and these aren't even that rare. Like I want to say
Okay.
the odds are like 1 in 72 or something like that.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
So every 2 boxes, there's probably one, like 2
Yeah,
like booster boxes of Pokemon cards.
1. And like I've pulled hyper rares before, but just not that
Yeah.
Charizard one. I mean, and then you can buy a lot of the hyper rares like on eBay for like $10 or whatever because a lot of them really aren't that valuable. They're
Yeah.
just cool to have.
Mhm.
They might get valuable in the future, but
Well, I mean, higher rarities generally are valuable. If you look into like the MTG finance, if you invest in mythic rares, which is just the tier above regular rare, you generally make money back.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely have to have Evan on, our buddy Evan. He's very knowledgeable
Yeah.
about the
we
cards
could
in
do-
general, mostly Pokemon, but cards in general he's pretty knowledgeable on.
And we can get into what do you call it, like grading and stuff like that, and
Mm-hmm.
how you go about doing that. Because I know he's had stuff graded,
Mm-hmm.
and I've sent stuff in and got graded, and then just ripped them out of the case because I didn't get the grade I want.
Spend all that money to get them.
It's only like $20 to get a card graded.
It's got to be more than that.
It's not too bad.
Really.
Yeah, if I remember right. I mean, it depends.
You
on
have
who
to
you go
send them
through.
in bundles. You can't just send like one card in.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can just send like a card in.
From the PSA or whatever it's
Yeah,
called?
PSA, you can just send like one card in.
Really? I thought you
Yeah.
had to send in like a minimum of 5 or something like that.
I've sent one card into PSA before.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh.
it was an expedition land from Battle for Zendikar. It was a expedition seam vents,
Huh.
and I got like a 8.5, I think I got on it,
Mhm.
and I didn't like it, so I just broke the case and took the card out and sold it because it was worth more ungraded than it was graded,
Wow.
or at the grading that they gave it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's whatever.
Yeah. I've got a few graded cards. I bought them that way, though. I didn't
Yeah.
like, send them in myself. Anywho.
Hey, who's it's?
Yeah. We should definitely have him on. If you're listening and you find trading card talk interesting, let
Yeah,
us know in the comments.
Leave a comment. Let us know. We can do whole episodes on trading cards.
Yeah.
That's easy.
We're both nerds like that. So.
I have many vices. Trading cards is one of them.
Here's a segue. Speaking of vices, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie trailer.
Oh man,
Watched this last.
poor Jim Carrey for having to carry this whole movie on his back. Good God.
Okay, This is gonna be a super unpopular opinion, but I don't think it looks that bad.
No, like I don't get me wrong. I'm excited for it. I love Sonic the Hedgehog. I had the first 3 games for PC, and I played so much of that. I
Mhm.
loved that game so much. And my girlfriend's really into the Sonic the Hedgehog, and she likes the new games that are coming out. And I think Sonic Forces was the most recent one where you get to actually build your own character.
Yeah, that was one of the most recent ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, within
it
the
was
last
something like that.
year or two.
And I just don't like the way he looks.
No, and I
He
don't
doesn't-
either.
It looks like some kid in a costume, like a CGI costume, and they put a weird helmet on him.
I think that's the big thing everyone's upset about. I mean, it's the most obvious thing is they don't like the way he looks. But like, as I'm watching the trailer, I found myself just like kind of chuckling a few times.
Yeah,
I was like, I think it might be just kind of okay. Like,
It also
I'm not
feels
expecting a masterpiece out of a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Don't get me
Like, oh
wrong.
no,
But-
B movie at best.
Yeah, like I don't know, like a fun popcorn flick is the way I'm kind of
Yeah,
seeing it
like,
at this point.
I probably won't go to the theaters to watch this. It
Good,
depends
it'd
on
be a
if my
good
girlfriend-
Redbox
yeah.
rental, maybe. Yeah,
It depends on if my girlfriend wants. If she wants to go, yeah, I'll go. But I'm not gonna go like
out of your way to
out of my way to watch it.
Mm-hmm. No, I feel you. I'm definitely more excited for the Detective Pikachu movie.
Yes, I
which is
am
coming out
pumped
this
for that.
weekend. That looks really good. I'm excited for that. Hopefully, it is good.
Oh man, I saw something for it was a Detective Pikachu and Sonic side by side.
Yeah.
And it was alchemy has one major rule. If you're going to make something, you have to take something away of equal value. So you make a good movie, you gotta have a crappy one right behind it.
Oh, poor Sonic. Poor Jim Carrey. Yeah. Yeah, it's something. I don't know. Like I think the hate bandwagon is very strong for it right now.
And it was like
I
you were
just really
saying-
don't think it's
yeah.
worth getting super upset over. I mean, maybe like I know there's a lot of big Sonic fans who are upset with this movie and like the way Sonic looks and whatnot.
Yeah, if you can get over the way he looks, like it's starting to feel like watching it and watching the trailer, it's starting to feel like a good Flash movie almost. Like,
yeah, you're
like that's
kind
what
of
it's
right.
like. It's like
It's
that's what it feels like.
Fast guy
Yeah,
fights evil
Fast guy
scientists.
fights evil scientist.
It's just this. It's just the.
he
Flash.
basically stopped time and like took a bunch of rockets and put them places and they blew
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
and,
yeah,
like,
and he's just like, "Oh, I took 90 million steps today," or whatever. I was like, "That's kind of funny." Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
that
I
was
thought it was
like,
alright.
huh, 90 million steps already.
Like, that's funny, you know. Like, we all have Fitbits. We know what that's like. Yeah, I don't know. So that's coming out soon-ish. I don't know.
I think it'll be good.
You think it'll be
I
good?
have a good feeling about it.
All right. I think it'll be fun. I don't know if it'll be good, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be
Well,
fun.
I say good, and the thing that really upsets me about it though is I've been seeing like people that are in the Sonic fan base and like that fandom or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
They're like posting pictures of like their art and stuff like and their renditions of
Yeah.
how he would look, and it looks so much better than
So
the
much better
actual one.
Dude, it was like that. I haven't seen this yet. I want to, but Venom came out like last year, I think.
Yeah.
People like
Tom Hardy,
edited the way,
right?
yeah, with Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
People edited the way Venom looked and made him look even better than
Yeah.
like the movie made him look. And I'm like, oh man, like I wish he looked like this.
Well, I mean,
like
it's
this
like
looks way cool. And like Venom looked fine in that movie, but like he could have looked cooler, you know?
Poor Tom Hardy in any superhero movie, he just gets a mask thrown on his face or something strapped to his face. It's like,
That
he's
happens
a
a
good-looking dude, and they're just like, nah, we're gonna put this over your face.
Mad Max, he had the mask for a
Yep.
while. Dark Knight Rises.
Yep.
And now
No, he's
Venom.
Venom. He's just got this
well,
crap all
he,
over his
he had
face.
some decent face time in that movie though. But yeah, I get what you're saying. That is funny. Poor Tom Hardy. He's like the Sean Bean, just getting stuck with like well, Sean Bean always has to die, and Tom Hardy always has to have some sort of mask on.
Sorry, Tom. You're just not up to par.
Like, oh man.
We got people like Ryan Gosling running around, man. We can't have you.
Poor Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry.
And hey, man, how about a signed photo or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna do that after we're making fun of him.
Hey, he's a great actor. I mean, he carried Venom as well as he could.
I'm sure. I heard Venom was pretty good. I haven't seen it yet. Did you see it?
No, I'm not a big movie person. I
Mhm.
honestly just read reviews on IMDb whenever someone says talks about a movie or IMDb, and I just read reviews on it from there.
Can't do that, man. You gotta form your own opinion. You're just gonna be a sheeple.
I am a sheeple. When it comes to
I am
movies,
a
I'm the
sheeple.
biggest sheeple. Like they would play the movie game on the ship where it's like everyone's like 7 movies away from Kevin Bacon, and I would just mess with people and say like,
I've played the movie
guess
game.
what? I got a good one for you. Jeff Goldblum and Jim Carrey, and they look at me like, okay, they like have this like crazy long chain. They do it in 7. I say I could beat you. I can do it in 1. What do you mean? They star in the same movie? I'm like, yeah, Earth Girls Are Easy. Some B movie that came out in the 90s.
And you knew that, and
And
no
I
one else
just know
did.
this randomly because my ex-girlfriend was like this weird B movie buff.
Hey, every relationship has its merits. And
Yes, it
now
does.
you know a bunch
and
of B
I know
movies.
about a Jim Carrey and Jeff Goldblum movie where they both played aliens, and their whole thing was Earth Girls Are Easy to Get With.
I want to see that.
It's
I'm interested.
It's a trip. It's a good movie, and it's just
Can
wild.
imagine. I'm trying to pull up. This is switching gears here, but I'm trying to pull up that leak you sent me because I want to see what it says.
Which one?
The Pokemon leak.
I have it right here.
Okay, pull it up.
Well, what do you want to know about it?
Well, there was a leak from First of all, where did you get this leak, Matt?
It is on Dextro.com.
Okay, not familiar, but okay.
Yeah, I'm not either. That literally just like typed in because my girlfriend comes up to me and it's like, hey, I think they leaked some new evolutions or like some shadows of some new evolutions. Like, well, I want to know what this is because evolutions are cool. And
Yeah,
we're due for a new one.
we are. It's like an every other generation thing.
But I found something cool, which is they're adding this weird spirit armor system.
Yeah, that's a rumor that's been going around
Yeah.
for a while now. So supposedly, this is all supposed. These
Yep.
are all leaks. We don't know if
This
they're
is literally
real.
like some Chinese 4chan post. I'm not even kidding. It's literally some Chinese 4chan
Chinese
post,
4chan.
and people are like trying to translate it, and it's like super rough translation, and this is what we got.
Yeah, so not the most reliable source of information, but a source of information nonetheless and worth talking about.
What we could try and get some content out of it at least.
Yeah, we can fill up our podcast with nonsense.
Hey man, that's what people listen for. Nonsense.
So, according to this leak, the spirit armor system works I can't talk today. Works the same as adding some additional effects such as the burn or freeze status condition.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't really understand that. There are lots of different armors to collect, and they don't occupy the item slot. They have their own.
So they have an armor slot and an item slot now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting. I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's probably the next logical gimmick for them to follow.
well, yeah, because they already have Z moves. They have Mega Evolutions.
I really liked Mega
I
Evolutions.
loved them. I thought they were great.
I thought they were super cool. Z-moves were fine,
I
but I would have
never
rather
got into 'em.
had more Mega
Yeah,
Evolutions than
exactly.
Z-moves.
But it was. I also liked the type changing on Mega Evolutions too,
Yeah,
because it took Sceptile from kind of like this
just
meh
plain grass
Pokemon, like
to Grass Dragon,
to Grass Dragon,
but
and
also making him 4 times weak against Ice.
But he also learns Cross Chop.
Could he not before?
No,
Oh,
so he just becomes this like house when it comes to special attack.
okay. I thought Cross Chop was a physical attack.
Or no, what's the Dragon type move that?
I was gonna say Cross Chop's a fighting type move.
Yeah, it's a fighting type move. It's a Dragon type move. I can't remember what it's called.
What does it do?
It makes an X. I don't know.
It makes an X. God, I don't know.
I don't remember. It's some Dragon type move that's just insane. And yeah, I know he's special base. No, he's physical base.
I don't know. I think Sceptile's physical based.
Yeah, it's some physical dragon move
Okay.
that isn't like
Dragon
Dragon
Tail?
Tail. It's not
Not
Dragon
Dragon
Tail.
Tail. Okay. Well, yeah. Either way, I mean, I see what you're saying though. Like these extra typings that they get make
Yeah,
them
and he
even
gets
cooler.
then he gets stabbed from that move, which is
Right.
amazing.
Right. Yeah, that is super cool. I do like the Mega Evolutions a lot. I do feel like there was a lot of Pokemon that should have got Mega Evolutions that didn't. I was actually just talking with my girlfriend today
Yeah.
about Solrock and Lunatone should have gotten Mega Evolutions.
Yes, that
Like,
would have been so cool.
I felt like that was a missed opportunity.
I think Rhyperior should have got a Mega, or
Yeah, that would have made sense.
Rhydon got a Mega, and like make Rhyperior its own thing. Like you could.
That would have been interesting. Yeah,
Like,
from
make
what
a
they've
second
done
evolution
so
happen.
far is Mega Evolutions are all final evolutions
Yeah.
getting another step up.
And maybe instead of Rhyperior, you could say I don't want Rhyperior. I want to keep my Rhydon, but
Mhm.
he's like his Mega Evolution involves Steel or
That'd be
something
sweet.
like that.
Yeah, that would be really interesting. There's a lot of cool things you could do with Mega Evolution, and I feel like they've kind of just like pulled the plug on this one. Like, well, that was our gimmick for Gen 6. Time to move on.
But
to
it was so
something else.
cool. It was so awesome.
Yeah.
To, like, and it made a viable strategy because it's like
You can only use it like
One
one
time per
Pokemon per battle could use it. Yeah, it was cool. I liked him a lot. So the
Z-moves felt
Spirit Armor
really
thing.
gimmicky.
What's that?
Z moves felt really gimmicky.
They
I was
were, and
not
they were
impressed
fun.
with
Like
them.
I liked. Okay, what was cool about them to me is they were like these big, over the top, like anime attacks. Is what
Yeah.
you're getting your Pokemon to do essentially, and that was a cool idea. But it just didn't have the same like epicness that a Mega Evolution
No.
had. You know, when your Blaziken goes to Mega Blaziken, it's like it's going Super Saiyan.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
like that was really
yes.
cool. But like when your Pikachu does some really weird, over the top attack, and then just goes back to like
I'm a Pikachu.
normal battle, still a Pikachu. It's kind of like, all right. I mean, that was cool for like 5 seconds, but
Like, good job, man.
I'm kind of bored now.
Like, well, it's all kind of gone.
It was fun, but it wasn't as cool in my opinion. And this Spirit Armor thing looks interesting. It makes sense for the flavor to have some sort of armor-based
Yeah.
thing going on, being, you know, like taking place in like the UK, having kind of like that shield and sword, knights
Yep.
in armor.
Well, that's the legendary is actually one legendary, is what from what I could tell.
That's what the logo looks like. It looks like
yeah.
a wolf.
It's a lone wolf, and you can either give it the sword spirit armor, which makes it dragon type, in a combination with I don't know what the other combination. Let me check. It's
With whatever its
dragon
original
and
typing is.
where is it? 1 second. It's dragon steel, or it gets the shield spirit armor where it's ice steel, which ironically enough, ice steel quad weak to fire. It's the defensive one.
Quad weak to fire, but really effective against dragons because dragons.
Holy crap! They get double stab.
Yeah. But they're also like defensive. That doesn't make sense. That's weird.
Yeah, they're defensive
You'd
and they
think
take.
that the attack would have. If they're, I guess if you're looking at pitting those two against each other, I don't know. It'll
I
be
don't know.
interesting. I
Yeah,
guess.
it's. I mean, I guess ice steel are the two most like two of the highest defensive statted.
I don't know if ice is steel is.
I know steel definitely is, but I know like rock, ground, ice, and steel are kind of your four like.
Yeah.
These are the high defense Pokemon.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because
yeah.
like Abomasnow is like ice ground.
Abomasnow is ice grass.
Ice grass. Oh, that's right. That's right. He's grass.
Once again, 4 times weak to fire.
Once again, yeah, 4 times weak to fire.
Oh
Which-
man.
And then what's cool is that they're not the only ones that this armor is going to affect your secondary typing. It looks like the starters are going to get affected by that secondary typing as well.
So, like, you're saying their secondary typing is going to change based on the armor
Based
they
on their
get?
armor that they get. They
Okay.
are, from what they could tell, they are pure grass, fire, and water types. Until you put the spirit armor on them. And then they become grass fairy, fire fighting, and water ghost.
We're back to firefighting again.
Dude, so much for your fire electric type.
Well, this is still a leak. It is not official.
Yeah, that's true.
And I will
that's
not.
true.
And maybe. Okay, so like the spirit armor affects them like this. Maybe there's different spirit armor you can get, and that could change their
That would be
secondary
cool.
typing.
That would
which
be cool if there's
really
like a
interesting.
lightning spirit armor, you can throw it on your Pokemon.
That would be awesome.
Or there's just a spirit armor for each type.
That would be really interesting. You'd really be mixing up the formula a lot there.
Yeah, because it kind of I guess it kind of throws into the lowland forms, just kind of like throws them to the wind. Like, yep, lowland was kind of cool, but screw that. Let's go with just I have a Vulpix instead of it being ice type. I'm just gonna make it a fire type, and I'll just slap ice on top of it.
It's basically like, why wait for natural evolution when you could just stick some armor on your Pokemon and get
make it the
get
way you want
effect
it.
You want. Yeah. The idea is interesting. I totally called the water ghost thing. I mean, I shouldn't say that because that was like my first thought. I'm like, he can turn invisible. It's the perfect opportunity to make Sobble water ghost.
Yep,
Grass fairy
that's kind of cool.
is cool. It's interesting. I was thinking it
Wait,
was
isn't
gonna
that quad weak to fire too?
fairy's not weak against fire.
Okay.
No, fairy's only weak against like shield. Or I keep saying shield.
Shield.
Steel and what's the other one it's weak against? It's only got like 2 weaknesses.
Yeah,
it's
it's
stupid.
steel and something else. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah,
It's something weird
poison.
too.
Is poison strong against fairy?
Yeah, I think it is.
that sounds right.
Yeah, that's right because
Um,
we've been assailed by the Gary.
guest star on the show today, my fat cat Gary.
He's not fat.
He's trimmed down quite a bit. Good for him.
Good for him.
Um,
Not me. My beach bod's going about as good as it can get.
Dad bod
Dad
time.
bod.
God dang it! Now I'm throwing. So the spirit armor is supposedly going to affect their secondary typing. Interesting. Not sure if it's true. We'll see. Why don't we take this time to talk about what secondary typings we want the starters to be? You go
Ooh.
first. Tell me what your wish list is.
My
for these
wish
things.
list? Ooh, that's tough. I think I would like to see, like, maybe something just weird in the grass type slot. Because when I think about it, we've all pretty much had monograss types.
Monograss types, grass poison.
Up to Grottle.
Well,
and-
Bulbasaur is grass poison.
I guess, yeah, grass poison. Bulbasaur's grass poison. Chikorita is just flat grass.
Yep,
Trico's
Chikorita
just
and
flat
Trico are
grass.
just flat grass.
Turtwig was grass ground.
I think Turtwig was just grass, but his
yeah.
evolution was grass ground. Yeah.
But yeah. What was next?
Fifth gen
Vinny?
was Snivy,
Or
which I
Snivy?
believe was just grass.
Yep.
And sixth gen we had Chespin, who started as grass and became grass fighting.
Which is kind of cool.
That's
cool.
Chestnut totally was my favorite starter out
Yeah.
of those ones. Like I was so gonna go with Froakie, and then I picked up the game and was just like, kind of feeling Chespin, and I was
Yeah.
so happy I did.
I went
really
Froakie for those games for X
Mhm.
and Y. I was pretty happy with that. So I want to go something like a little out of the box in that sense. I mean, that's fine if Grottle or not Grottle. What's he called?
Grookey.
Grookey,
Grookey is the
grass
monkey.
monkey. Round 2.
The better grass monkey.
Better grass monkey. Poor Panseer. Or
Pan
Pansage.
Sage, yeah.
I think I want to go something like Grass Ghost
Grass Ghost.
or Grass Dark. Something a
Well,
little
Grass
different.
Ghost was the last gen. Decidueye was
Oh, that's right. He was,
Was Grass Ghost,
Like
yeah.
Grass Dark
Grass
or
Dark.
something along
Grass
those lines.
Psychic. Something.
Grass Psychic would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. That'd be a good.
In the fire slot, I would definitely go like maybe like something weird like Fire Rock.
Fire Rock. Kind of like a real. Or
Like
Fire
a-
Ground.
Yeah,
maybe.
Fire Ground. So it's like a Heatran that maybe like Fire Steel.
Fire Steel would be sweet. I don't know if we've had that for a starter yet.
I don't think we have.
Heatran was Fire Steel.
Yeah, Heatran was Fire Steel.
Something like Camerupt.
What was Volcanion? Fire Water?
Fire Water. That was the first Fire Water type, which was cool.
Yeah, that's really
liked
wild.
that idea a lot.
But yeah, I would like to see like Fire Ground or Fire. Wasn't Camerupt Fire Ground?
Yes, Camerupt is Fire Ground. Like a volcanic-y, earthy type magma coming from the earth. Groudon, I think, was Fire Ground. So something like that for the starters, what you're saying.
Yeah, starter-ish. And yeah, you're quad weak to water, but...
I mean, so what?
So what?
It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean...
And then water type, we've seen Water Ghost, we've seen Water Dark twice now.
We haven't seen Water Ghost.
No, you're right. We've seen Water Dark twice now, though. Greninja and for Alligator.
For Alligator's just water.
Oh, is he really? I thought he was dark.
All the second-gen starters are just monotype.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why everyone was so mad they didn't get a Mega Evolution. Because everyone wanted them to get that secondary typing. Yeah. But yeah.
What do I want then? Water type.
Water Dragon would be interesting.
Water Dragon? I mean, yeah.
As a starter.
As a starter.
You know.
What about Water... Ooh. Water Fairy was last gen.
Mm-hmm.
Water Fighting?
I think Samurott is water fighting.
Samurott's water fighting?
I think so. He might just be water and can learn fighting type. No, I think he's water fighting. Yeah. I'm gonna look it up to check myself, but
you know what, actually, I think Water Ice, because we haven't had really an ice type starter.
Yeah, that's true. At least not in its typing.
Not in its typing.
Samurott is just water.
Okay.
So yeah, water fighting would be interesting.
Just something new.
Yeah,
I know you're all about the fire lightning.
Yeah, my biggest thing I want is for Scorbunny to be fire electric. Just because, like, I think the speed factor would be cool. Like, he's a rabbit. When they showed him in that trailer, he was like zipping around and like he'd leave like scorch marks where he was standing. And I don't know, I just think they could really capitalize on the speed element because electric types are like almost always super fast. Mm-hmm. And it'd be cool to be able to like mix fire and lightning together for attacks. I don't know. I think that'd be a pretty sweet mix up. It'd be something different. I'm not really keen on seeing fire fighting again. I won't be upset.
This is round 3.
Round 4.
Oh yeah, Pyroar was.
Not Pyroar, Emboar.
Yeah.
Emboar. So we had Emboar. We've had
Infernape.
Infernape. We've had Blaziken. And then this would be
Scorbunny before.
Scorbunny would be 4, yeah. And we just don't need another one.
No.
Like...
It's just too much. It was cool when Gen 3 came out, and it was like,
wow, I got this kung fu chicken.
Holy crap, we have
so
kung fu chicken that shoots fire out of its fist. This is awesome.
Yeah, and then Infernape came out. I was like, okay, another firefighting type. That's kind of cool.
This
and
one's monkey themed instead of chicken,
it's
so it's kind of
it's
cool.
like Emboar. It's like, all right, joke's not funny anymore.
It's like, all right, guys.
Is he really firefighting again? And Emboar's a great Pokemon. Don't get me wrong. I've been using him. I've been playing through Black 2 recently. Love Emboar, but we just don't need another firefighting. I don't know, but firefighting, yeah. So for me, electric for Scorbunny. I like the idea of Ghost Water for Sobble. I'd like them to
that's
keep
kinda
that.
cool.
I hope that's a thing. Grookey, I don't really care.
Yeah, it's like another grass type. It's like whatever.
Well, no, I like grass types. Like, and Bulbasaur is my favorite starter. Yeah, like out of like the original, I love Bulbasaur. I don't care. Like he's my bro.
Squirtle Squad for life.
That's fine.
Okay.
You're not one of those filthy Charmander, man. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
all starters are valid. I'm not gonna start that whole turf war thing.
Welcome home, Bulbasaur.
Oh no. Anyways, but I don't really care what Grookey is. I think it'll be cool regardless. Like,
yeah,
I'm not really.
He's gonna be whatever.
I guess I don't really have a hope for what he's gonna be. Like, I think grass. I don't know. I don't really want grass fighting again. Because we just had that like 2 gens ago.
Yeah.
So.
And then we also have. All right, this is another monkey starter. This is monkey starter round 2.
Not monkey starter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Chimchar was a starter.
I was thinking grass monkey. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we've had a monkey starter before. Grookey's different.
But this would also make 5 monkeys now that we have. 6.
Yeah.
Because Apom.
Apom, Ambipom, Primate, Mankey. There's a lot of monkeys, but there's a lot of different types of monkeys in real life too. So I mean,
that's true.
Nothing wrong with having more than one kind of animal.
But when Gen 9 rolls around,
and it's another monkey.
It's another monkey. I swear
I'm gonna write a strongly worded letter to Game Freak. No, not really. I'll buy it.
I mean, I didn't even play Sun and Moon. I still have an unopened copy of Ultra Sun, and I have an open copy of Ultra Moon.
Dude, the Ultra games were great, in my opinion.
I didn't touch them.
Never
touch them.
Play them. Go home after this and play them.
No, I'm gonna go home after this and play Fallout New Vegas. Because that's
but
what
you've
I've
already
been doing
played
lately.
Fallout New Vegas, man. You haven't played Ultra Sun before.
You haven't played Ocarina of Time. You still have.
Why do you got to bring that up?
Because you got to bring it up with me.
Bastard. Okay.
Let's revisit games that we have bought and have not played again some other time.
Oh, there'll be a whole episode on that because that's a very large category for me.
Yes.
Oh man. So yeah, that's what I want anyways. I mean, like I said, I don't care that much. I guess if I have to pick one thing for Grookey, I'm gonna say I keep leaning towards grass, like ground, or you know what, grass rock. I'm gonna say grass rock because we've had grass ground, we haven't had grass rock. He's a monkey. He's not necessarily in the ground. I see him throwing rocks. I don't know. We'll see. That's gonna be my pick. Grass rock.
monkey that knows Vine Whip and Rock Throw. Got it.
Yep, that's what I want. And I want, but more than anything, I want Score Bunny to be fire electric.
Okay.
It's not gonna happen, but I want it.
No, let's emphasize on that. What do you want their primary ability to be?
Like,
do you want like Score Bunny to be fast? Obviously, so his speed is going to be one of his primary.
Oh,
abilities.
like out of like his stats.
Yeah,
you're saying.
stats.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking Score Bunny for speed. I'm thinking like defense for Sobble, meaning he can like cloak.
Yeah.
And like he's kind of like a defensive personality.
Yep.
And just attack for Grookey. If I'm going with Grass Rock, I want him to be like flinging things and getting into trouble and.
Yep.
Kind of like how he was in the trailer. He climbs that whole building or whatever, and he gets up. He's got his little stick.
I agree with you 100% with the exception of Sobble. I kind of want him to be a special attacker, kind of like how Greninja was.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to be that.
That would make sense too, like with the ghost typing, to be able to
special attacker,
slinging Shadow Ball, and I'm sure he will. Like I could, high defense, high special attack, even like a combination of that, lower physical and lower speed, and not even necessarily
make him
low
slow
speed.
and make him slow and high power.
Kind of like like a ghost.
Like a ghost. Ooh,
spooky. Yeah. What do you want for Grookey's abilities?
I want Grookey, to be a physical attacker.
Just a physical attacker.
Big, meaty tank. High HP, high physical attack.
Okay. Cool.
Like a gorilla.
And then Score Bunny, a high special attacker, high speed.
Yep.
That's going to be my
choice.
It's not going to happen.
No, it's not. He's going to be the high physical attack, high speed, or whatever you want to call it.
Although high physical attack and high speed wouldn't be so bad either for Fire Electric, because you could do like Thunder Punch and stuff like that. Use physical moves or Fire Punch. I don't know. There's options. Oh, so you're playing Fallout New Vegas again?
Yeah.
What brought you back to that? You just didn't have enough Todd Howard in your life?
No.
That's actually not even Todd Howard. That's
no, it's Obsidian.
That was Obsidian who did that one. Which their new game, is it the Outer Worlds?
Yeah, it's like Outer Worlds or something like that.
That game looks awesome.
Yeah, it does.
I'm 100% getting that right away. Like I was.
Are we going to talk about how Rage 2 looks like a bad Borderlands 3 clone?
It's not that it looks bad, but it looks like, I don't know. I didn't really play much of Rage 1. I played a little bit. To me, it from what I saw, it had a little more of a serious tone.
It's
not like serious, but it wasn't like Borderlands, where how like over the top and goofy it was.
Mad Max Borderlands.
Yeah.
That kind of weird merger.
Yeah. And it looks like Rage 2, they're trying to go way more over the top to kind of make it their own Borderlands. I'm interested in it. Like, I don't know, it might be cool, but like I was just watching when we were watching the Borderlands trailer today, the commercial before it was for Rage, and I'm like, I see this is
A clone.
not Borderlands the
Yeah.
game. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
But yes,
I
I'm
don't know
back
if I'll
to
get it.
Fallout New Vegas.
Fallout New Vegas. And what? Why?
I,
Out of the gajillions of games out there on Steam, why are you back to Fallout New Vegas?
Because I was scrolling through my library, saw it, I'm like, huh, I haven't played that in a while. I'd like to play that sometime. Yeah, I'll play it this morning.
And that turned into playing it the rest of the day.
Yeah, so?
Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's usually the way it goes.
I know. I have things that I could be playing that I haven't beaten, or I have that I should be playing. Like Fallout 76. No, I'm kidding.
Why, when you could play a good Fallout game?
Exactly. That's why that's why I picked the good Fallout game.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. So you're playing that, and you're playing Oblivion again?
Yeah, I'm still playing Oblivion too.
You're still streaming that?
I don't know if I'm going to stream the same character because I kind of dupe glitched him all over the place, and I've already finished like the Dark Brotherhood quest line, which is like the best
Oh,
quest
dang,
line.
I was watching your stream just because I wanted to watch the Dark Brotherhood quest line.
Oh,
You
I
did
just
it off
burned
stream.
through it. That was the first thing I did. I was like, I'm gonna do Dark Brotherhood.
God dang it, Matt. You make it so hard to support you.
Yeah, I do that.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'll redo Oblivion. I'll do the Dark Brotherhood,
No,
or
no,
I'll save it.
you do what you want.
No. You're right. It's the best part of that entire game is the Dark
It was
Brotherhood.
pretty fun. I love playing as a Nord in Oblivion because I like... Okay, I played Oblivion a little bit before Skyrim, like just for like briefly, and I wasn't really into it. And now when I go play Oblivion, I love playing as a Nord because I always feel like I'm like coming from my time with Skyrim.
Even though it's like 300 years
Right,
past.
right. But it just feels kind of like a natural transition to be a Nord.
What was crazy to me was how blatantly racist like the people of Cyrodiil are towards like Khajiit and Nords and people like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And everyone always blames Nords for being racist, but you're
Yeah.
saying that just
Oh
the
my God,
Imperials are racist. Everyone's racist in
It's
Skyrim.
so bad. Like there's like they say some things it's like, did you just call me what?
Well, what would be a Bethesda game without a little casual racism? I mean, let's be real here. That's part of the charm, right?
Filthy Nodes.
Don't you talk bad about Skyrim belongs to the Nords. Oh, hang on. Backpedaling a minute. Going back to Pokemon. You said there's some leaks for the evolutions.
I can't find anything for leaks from
Nothing
the
official.
evolutions. There's a speculation that there's going to be a rock type evolution and or a flying type evolution.
Okay. It was just like on some message
It was
board,
just
or
it was some
so
random,
just some random dudes just like this is what it's gonna be because I say so.
because I think so.
Okay. Well, what do you want to see in an evolution? We're talking about what we want these types to be for the starters. What do you want to see for an evolution?
I want a bug type or a dragon type. I would like flying type. That'd be kind of cool.
Flying would be cool.
Or a ghost type.
I want
Ghost
them
type
to do
evolution.
two this time.
Yeah, I want to do two too.
because
I've
they
been
did. They only
tired of
did
just
one for Sylveon, and they
Yeah.
kind of broke the trend of doing two. I want to see two this time.
Yeah. Because it was Leafeon, Glaceon, then they did Sylveon. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I get the fairy thing.
Yeah, and like I
But-
liked Sylveon. It's not my favorite evolution, but I
get-
thought it was cool.
Can I get like a dragon and ghost type one?
Something a little less
Like,
pink and more
A little more serious
a
or
little more
grungy or
brutal. I want Steel. Steel is my favorite type, so that's why I'm kind of like I want a Steel type.
that would be
evolution.
cool.
Steel type or probably flying. I'd be okay with flying. It'd be cool to fly on the back of whatever Eevee
That'd be
evolves
cool.
into.
Yeah.
And I want you to be able to use your own Pokemon for like getting through obstacles again. You skipped the last gen, so you're not aware of this. HMs were no longer a thing.
Yeah, you had like favor Pokemon that you'd call in and they do the thing.
Yeah, you had like some device and you'd call them. It's like if you flew, you'd call in like this random Charizard that would give you a ride
They would come
everywhere.
in and fly for you. Yeah, I saw that.
I want to be able to ride on my Pokemon again.
Yeah.
Like I think I like the idea. Okay, like we don't want HMs anymore, but at least let us do stuff with our Pokemon.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just part of the charm and part of the adventure. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where they go with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry, I wanted to backpedal.
No,
on
that's
that
fine.
quick.
That's fine.
So Fallout New Vegas and Oblivion is pretty much what you're playing right now.
Yes, that's what I'm playing.
Games from 5+ years ago.
Yeah. More.
Nothing wrong with that. The classics are always good. I'm feeling some. I might even play some Skyrim later today. Boot it up on my Switch. I've been wanting to get back into my Nord character on there.
Your Nord.
Yeah, I'm trying to go through like all the main quest stuff again because I've only done that once, like back when the game first came out.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying it. I picked up this game last Sunday called Days Gone.
Okay.
It's a PS4 exclusive.
Yep.
That game, I had literally zero interest in when I first saw like the trailer for it. I think it was like E3 last year.
Mm-hmm.
It basically there was like they were showing off how many zombies they could have on screen at once. Like the game was processing literally like these massive hordes of like these fast moving
It's like,
zombies.
okay.
And I was just kind of like, okay, that's cool, but like I'm kind of over the whole zombie thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Like since Left 4 Dead, I'm like just kind of like meh.
it's just a very tired genre with like The Walking Dead. I'm
Yeah.
so burnt out on just like all of that kind of stuff right now. But I started watching a Let's Play of it because I was like, you know, I don't really care about this game, so why not watch a Let's Play? Like that'll be something to put on in the background. And I found myself like getting really into it,
Oh,
and
really?
I'm like, I might pick this game up. This looks
Oh,
pretty
geez.
fun actually.
That's
So I went and I bought it, and I literally played it all day Sunday. Like it was
really?
it was so much fun. And it's not getting like amazing reviews or anything right now. A lot of people's problem with the game is it's very repetitive.
Okay.
You're
Well,
doing
I mean,
a lot of the
that's
same stuff over
that's
and
a
over.
zombie game. in
Yeah,
a
and that's just
nutshell.
an open world game in general. Because, okay, let me just back up here. You play as this guy named Deacon, and he's like a biker, and like the zombie outbreak started. You don't know how it happened. Sam Witwer is the mocap guy, mocap actor, I should say, who plays Deacon. He did Star Killer in the Force Unleashed games.
Okay.
Super good actor, super good mocap actor, voice actor, whatever, all
yeah.
that good stuff. He's really talented, and so he really sold me on the character. And like Deacon's crazy, like as you play as him, like he's just constantly like muttering random stuff to himself, and you can tell
Rolling around
like
killing zombies.
yeah, and this is like 2 years into like the
Oh god, so
apocalypse.
he just lost his
so
mind.
like it's not he's just like lost his mind, but like you can tell like the world has not been kind to him.
Yeah.
You know, like he lost his like fiance or wife or whatever. I think it's his wife.
Okay.
And so he's been like struggling with all of that in this world. And he's basically like a bounty hunter mercenary who like
God.
works for these different factions like out in the woods of like Oregon. And you're just like going against all these big zombie hordes. And the zombies are really cool because they've got their own spin on them. They're a lot more animalistic. You know, they're
Okay.
not just like, you know, lumbering brains. Like they're like kind of move like animals, and they're hunting, and they have nests, and like a big thing that you do is you go and you burn their nests and like
Yeah.
clear out their, you know, wherever they're living. You're like an exterminator almost.
Okay.
I don't know, the gameplay is very satisfying. It's your main mode of transportation is your bike that you can like customize
pretty
and
cool.
trick out, and like it's I
Put
don't know,
random
it's
spikes
just
on it. And...
yeah, you can do like all this cool stuff, different paint jobs, and like it's just a very fun game. Like I don't know, like it's not like a masterpiece or anything like that. It looks pretty, it runs nice, it's fun to play, and I'm just kind of into it. I don't know.
What's the most zombies you've had on the screen at once? like,
Okay, that's the one thing I'm a little disappointed on. I have not come across any super huge hordes yet.
oh really?
I've gone through like maybe groups where it's like 12 zombies attack me at once, and that's a lot for when
Yeah,
you know
well,
you're
yeah,
by
it's a lot.
yourself fighting these zombies. And I've seen just like overlooking at the beginning of the game, you kind of like overlook this cliff, and there's like a huge horde of them like moving across this bridge.
Okay.
But that's it. I haven't come across like the huge waves of them that they kind of showed off at E3. I guess, and from what I understand, that comes later in the game.
Okay. When you
So-
finally have something to actually fight him with.
Yeah, or like I don't know. It's
Yeah.
probably something more story based. I guess we'll see, but it's fun. I don't know. I would recommend it. I would say check it out. It got me to stop playing Sekiro, which is
A miracle.
a task in itself.
Have you beaten Thomas the Tank Engine yet?
No, I haven't beaten Thomas the Tank. Well, okay. I've beaten what they modded Thomas the Tank Engine to be, and I haven't beaten it, but it's like this giant snake. Okay, if you don't know what we're talking about, they released a mod recently for Sekiro where they turn this giant serpent that you have to avoid in the game into Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yep.
And it's beautiful.
It's the greatest.
So look up that mod, definitely. But yeah, Days Gone. I don't know. Big fan. Check it out. I'm gonna be playing that later today too. I think. I've already streamed my Dark Souls for today. So. Falling asleep over there, big
Yeah,
guy?
I'm getting tired. I don't know why. It's just like kind of hitting me.
It's because you got that flu.
It must be that. Yeah,
That's
finally
doing
starting
it
to
to you.
shake it. Well, speaking of zombies, there was a leaked Left 4 Dead 3 trailer that came out, and it's fake. What do you know? Mention
Yeah.
that.
Sounds about right. Well, that was like that Soccer Moms trailer they had like years ago.
Oh
Do
yeah,
you remember that?
I
It was like
remember
called
that.
Left 4 Dead Soccer Moms. And I'm like,
Yeah.
is this really it? I thought it was real for a while, and I was like, no, it was a joke. I was
No,
like,
this is
oh,
this is fake.
I would have played that. That was hilarious.
I know, right?
So what was the leak, or not leak, but what was the Left 4 Dead trailer this time?
It looks like panning downward on an exit sign, like your standard barricaded zombie.
Standard intro to a zombie game.
Yep, everything's dead, everything's gone. Shows it kind of like a break room looking thing, and I haven't seen any characters yet. I don't see any characters at all, actually. It's just showing. Yeah. It doesn't show any characters at all. It just
Okay.
looks.
Just kind of a-
Looks. It has. It's made with the Left 4 Dead engine. It's got the whole like hand with the thumb shot off.
Oh
looking,
yeah, and it's got like the 3
yeah,
on
it's got
it
the
and stuff.
3 on it, and I'm like, oh, and yeah, no, Valve literally like came out like minutes after this went live, like, nope, that's fake.
Why doesn't Valve make games anymore? They're just like, we have Steam, we don't need to, or
Yeah,
like,
we make money now. We don't need to dirty ourselves with games
dirty
anymore.
ourselves with developing game. You want Half-Life 3? Sorry. You
Oh,
want Left 4 Dead
no,
3?
why'd you say
Sorry.
the name? You said its name. It's another year. Every time anyone says Half-Life 3, you add a year on
there's
the...
2 more years.
Oh, no. You
Nah,
had one more
dude.
year on a development.
It's not coming.
No, it's never coming.
It's never coming. Neither is Left 4 Dead
Dead
3,
3.
neither is Portal 3. None of it's happening, ever.
Uh,
I think Portal's Valve, right?
Portal Valve.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, on that bummer of a note, is there
Yeah.
anything else you want to bring up this podcast? We're at a little over an hour.
This is Bob Barker, and always remember to neuter and spay your pets. I don't know.
All right, well,
That's all I got.
you heard it from Bob Barker. He just walked right in. There he is.
There he is. Holy
in my
crap, Bob
apartment.
Barker.
Hey, Bob.
Wow.
He's got to go. Okay, bye, Bob.
Bye, Bob.
God, we're stupid. All right.
I think it's the sickness, man.
Yeah.
It's getting to me.
I think you need to go to bed.
Okay.
All right. Well, on that note, I'm Jake, the Midwest Wizard. You can follow me on Twitter, where I tweet about nerdy things and post when I'm going to stream, which is currently every Thursday. I'm going through Left 4 Dead 3. Or
Left 4 Dead 3, huh?
Dark Souls 3. Oh, God. The stupid, it's happening.
It's seeping in.
It's seeping in. Dark Souls 3. I'm streaming. I streamed earlier today. I'm going to try to be fitting in more just random streams of stuff I'm playing. I might do some Days Gone
That'd
just
be kinda
for
cool.
fun.
I'd like to watch that.
Yeah, I'll stream it if you want to check it out. Yeah, let me know if that's something the people want to see.
The people,
The people of this podcast are huge viewer base, listening base.
Just massive.
Okay, I'm going to stop talking now.
Astronomical.
Matt, where can we find you?
You can find me at Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, at the Back Alley Dwarf, and one of these times I want to do like a where you got your name episode.
Okay. Next
'Cause
time.
I want to know where the Midwest Wizard came from.
All right. Next episode we'll open with our where we picked our
origin
names,
stories.
our origin stories. So stay tuned for that.
Ooh.
Okay. Well,
Alright.
until next time, guys. It's been real. It's been fun. Yeah,
It's been pretty fun.
It's been pretty fun.
Pretty real fun.
Pretty real fun.
Yeah.
Um,
I'd say that.
have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.
Bye.